Hello everyone, this is Mr. M from Algebra Lessons. This is the continuation of the ACT series. This is the second part. We completed 7 problems in the last video. To save time, I already completed the next 7, that means till 14. In this video, we are discussing the first problem, that is problem number 8 of your ACT booklet. This problem is actually checking your ability to handle the relation between speed, time and distance. So the question here is, Manish drove from Chicago to Baton Rouge. At 8 a.m. he was 510 km from Baton Rouge. At 1 p.m. he was 105 km from Baton Rouge. Which of the following values is closest to Manish's average speed in kilometers per hour from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.? So, straight away the question is asking you to find the speed, average speed. So, the speed, to calculate speed, you have the regular standard equation, speed is equal to distance over time. Use that. But before we need to use that, you need to find some basic logistics or work on some basic logistics. So he drove from Chicago to Baton, but the distance provided here from Baton. So at 8 a.m. From Baton, the distance was 510 km. At 1 p.m. the distance from Baton is 105 km. So from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. the time is 5 hours. How much he covered? That is 510 minus 105. So the total distance he covered is 405 kilometers. So we have the distance covered in this time. The total time he took is 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. is 5 hours. So the time is 5 and the distance is 405. So to find the speed, you can use the equation speed is equal to distance over time. That is 405 over 5, that is 81. So 81 kilometer per hour. That is actually the Manish's average speed in this problem. So you have the option H. That's the right answer. Moving on to the next problem. Next is a geometry question. That is, the content is similarity. We have a triangle given and it is divided using 2 parallel lines, ED and GF, or DE and FG. So the question is this: in the given figure, E and G lie on AC. E and G, 2 points on this line AC, and D and F lie on AB. D and F here, these 2 points, and the given lengths are in feet. What is the length of AC? AC is the distance from A to C. What are the informations we have? Because from the figure itself, we can see that we can figure out, we can find some similar triangles from this shape. Okay, so the idea, the concept that you can use here is the ratio between corresponding sides will be congruent. In a similar triangle, the ratio between corresponding sides will be similar or congruent. Not similar, congruent. Okay, so we are going to use that, but we need to figure out something. So what is the total length of AB? 8 plus 7 plus 6. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. So AB, the total length of this side of the triangle is AB, is 21. And what is the corresponding side? Means this AC, that's not the corresponding side. What is the length of AC? We have part of AC. AC is the combination of A to E and E to C. So assume the length of EC is X. So the total distance is 16 plus X. So the ratio between these two sides, that is 21 over 16 plus X, that can be same as choose a similar triangle from the shape. So I'm considering this, and the corresponding side length is 16 over here. So 8 over 16. Cross multiply and solve for X. The answer is 26. So we have the option 26 here. So basically, you should practice the similarity ratios. That's what you need to do to tackle these kind of problems. Okay. Now problem number 10. Question is, Katrina runs 15 miles in 2.5 hours. What is the average number of minutes it takes her to run 1 mile? This is a simple problem, but you should take care. The quantity given is in hours, but the question is asking in minutes. So convert the given hours into minutes. So 2 hour 30 minutes means 150 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes, so 2 hours is 120 minutes. So 2.5 hours is 150 minutes. Create a ratio in between the distance and time. So 15 miles is to 150 minutes. So create a proportion. If she can run 15 miles in 150 minutes, for 1 mile, how much time she needs. That is the way you can tackle this problem. Otherwise, this is a simple arithmetic problem. 15 miles takes 150 minutes. So for 1 mile, so how can we make this 15 to 1? Good question. Divide both sides by 15. So 15 by 15 is 1. So this is 1 mile now. So 150 by 15, that is 10. Oh, interesting. Check the answer on the left side. Cross multiply these fractions. 15 is to 150 means 15 divided by 150. That's the ratio basics. Proportion means equal. So 1 by x. Cross multiply 150 by 15, that is 10. Both answers are same. So you can use any of this method. Practice both of that methods to tackle the same kinds of questions in your actual ACT. Okay, so now we are actually going to tackle a probability problem. A bag contains 8 red balls, 9 yellow balls, 8 red marbles, 9 yellow marbles, and 7 green marbles. How many additional red marbles must be added to 24 marbles already in the bag so that the probability randomly drawing a red marble? We have several methods to do this problem, but I suggest use trial and error to save time. Okay, so first of all, how many total marbles are there? 8, 9, 7. So it is 8 plus 9 plus 7, 24 total marbles are there. If we choose a red marble at this point, what is the probability of getting a red? So probability of getting a red is, what is the number of red marbles here? 8. So 8 over 24. We need to convert this 8 over 24 probability to 3 over 5 probability. That is actually our responsibility. So how can we do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually trying to check. If I am adding 11 red marbles to this group, what will be the total number? So then the total number of red marbles will be 8 plus 11, that is 19. Then the total will change to 24 plus another 11, that is 35. So 19 divided by 35. Anyway, that is not equal to 3 over 5. So you can get rid of this option. Second option, 16 marbles. So 16. So 8 red marbles, add 16. So 8 plus 16 is 24. The total is changing to 24 plus 16, that is 40. So you can simplify 24 over 40. 8 3s are 24, 8 5s are 40, 8 8 got cancelled out, so the leftover is 3 over 5. So that is the right option, 16. For your if you have time, you can check the other answers also to make sure your answer is the right option, the right one here that you are choosing. Okay, so because we got the right answer, I'm moving on to the next problem. If you want to check the other answers, whether that also giving you 3 over 5, just pause the video and try by yourself. Okay, moving on to the next problem, problem number 12. This is kind of a coordinate geometry problem, the midpoint problem. If you know the equation to find the midpoint, this part is very easy. So to find the midpoint, the equation that we are using is this. X, the x coordinate of the midpoint, x coordinate of the midpoint, x1 plus x2 by 2, y coordinate of the midpoint, y1 plus y2 by 2. Suppose if you have a line with passing through 2 points, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. So to find the midpoint, you can use this equation. The x coordinate, you know that the midpoint is also in coordinate form x and y. So the x coordinate is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. That will be the x coordinate. The y coordinate will be y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So here in this question, it is given that 2 1 is the midpoint. Okay. So this x is 2, y is 1, and one side, it is provided 1 point on the line, that is 6 8. So you can replace x1 and y1 with this 6 and 8. So 2 is equal to 6 plus x2 by 2, and here 1 is equal to 8 plus y2 by 2, because this 6 and 8 is provided. Then solve for x2 in the first and solve for y2 in the second. So you will get two answers. Here x2 is -2 and y2 is -6. So your the other point on the line is -2, -6. You have the option G. Moving on. So if you need more time to understand that problem, pause the video now and go through the steps. I wrote all the steps for your reference. Go step by step. That will give you the exact idea what is going on here. Okay, moving on. Problem number 13. At his job, the first 40 hours of each week Thomas works is regular time, and any additional time that he works is overtime. So other than 40 is overtime. So this week Thomas works for 46 hours. So 46 hours means 40 hours regular and 6 hours overtime. So 15 per hour for 40 and 22.5 per for 6 hours. So the total he can get is 40 times 15 and 22.5 times 6. This 22.5 comes, it is given in the question that 1.5 times the actual regular hour price. That is actually the overtime price. And there is a deduction of 117. So this is 600 plus 135 minus 117, that is 618. So our option is D. So if you don't understand the explanation, please pause the video now and go through these pieces one by one. That will give you an exact idea. Okay. So moving on to the last problem. A sweet stuff fresh produce. Okay. Pause the video, read the question. Question is, if she purchased 7 bags of grapes in one trip on Monday, look at the price of the 7 to 9 number of bags, $2.60. So 7 times $2.60 is $18.20. If she buy 3 bags on Monday and 4 bags on Wednesday, the price is this. So the difference between these two is the same. savings. So $2 is the savings. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next time with the next part of the series. Thank you very much.